Welcome back to the Toolkit. Today we're going to go over the Frontier FL1169 side shift flail mower. One of my good friends has been kind enough to lend me this so that we can go ahead and give you a nice review of it. Frontier FL1169. Let's talk about the numbers. We got a 69-inch cut width on this flail. So the inside cut width with our hammer blades outfitted to this is 69 inches. The overall width is about 75 inches. I have the ability to offset this flail as much as 3 feet out to the side of the tractor's width. So that's a really nice feature if I'm trying to get kind of close to fence lines or close to trees and stuff like that. It makes it so it's really easy so I can see out the side of my tractor and cut that nice edge. Let's talk about cut quality on these flails, okay? So we all know finished cut mowers, probably the nicest cut quality out there. But when I've got a field like I do here, I wanna have a nice cut quality, but I don't necessarily always have the most pristine grass. And sometimes there's sticks lurking about. So at the end of the day, a flail does a wonderful cut quality as long as the grass is really low and maintained. You're gonna see that in the video today. And then it also allows you to do some bigger tough jobs like longer grass, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-inch grass, that's out of control. This flail will take it down with some serious power. Again, talking about the blades on this, straight from the factory, Frontier outfits this with hammer style blades. You can also option this with knife grass style blades. I think the more versatile option is those hammer blades. It does a really nice cut quality, as you'll see, but it also can handle that material just a little bit better. But if you wanted to switch over just to a strictly grass blade, they do offer that as a kit from our parts department. So this unit is branded as Frontier, but we all know that behind the green paint, there's actually another company lurking. So this machine is actually made by Moshio. Moshio has made for years our tillers for us and a few other pieces of equipment, but there isn't any better gearbox in the industry than a Moshio tiller. It's an Italian brand. It does a really, really nice job. It's got really great welds on this thing. The build quality is really, really resounding. You can tell right out of the gate that this thing is just gonna hold up over time. They've put a lot of attention to detail into it. I've got a 3-belt system off to the side. Again, the gearing is really easy, is nice. And I've got easy maintenance points all around it. So my gray certs are both marked and easily accessible on almost every single one of them. And then my adding oil, I can add oil and check my oil very simply. Very, very nicely built and thought out machine. All right, so let's talk about one of the negatives on this flail. One of the first things I checked when I brought it home, because I did read the book said it was not iMatch compatible. I love iMatch compatible equipment. Unfortunately, this right out of the box is not iMatch. I think this has the potential to be iMatch compatible. Unfortunately, the length here is the issue, so I can't get my iMatch up to these. The width seems to fit very well, but the length is the problem. And so I'm not sure if Moshio or Frontier is gonna make a kit for this in the future. I know they're talking about making kits for our smaller flails, our FL1053s and our 1050 or 1061s. So those actually are going to be iMatch compatible eventually. So I'm not sure this will actually fit into that bill. I'm very hopeful. Again, iMatch compatibility is a huge selling point and a huge convenience factor. So hopefully, if you're listening, Frontier, let's go ahead and get some iMatch compatibility on these things. Let's talk about one of the awesome features on this unit. So I have the ability to shift this left or right. This is a manual shift unit. They do make a hydraulic kit. There's a hydraulic option for it. So if you wanted to have hydraulics, you'd need an extra function out of the back to run this unit. But the manual one does a really nice job as long as the flail is level. Now I will tell you, my tractor is not level at this point, so I'm gonna have to push a little harder than normal. But as you can see, as long as you take the pin out in the center, I can push this flail and then set it in different adjustment pieces. So it's really nice to be able to adjust it to what fits your needs. Let's talk about some of the thoughtful features on this flail. You've got adjustable parking stands on both sides. So all I have to do is pull these out, pop them around, And then I can set those, and so when I set it down, I can come back to it, hook up very easily every single time. That's awesome. The other thoughtful feature is I have these removable and replaceable and adjustable skid shoes. So I've got these skid shoes on the front that if these wear, because these are a wear item, over time, these will start to wear out. You can replace those really easily. 19 millimeter bolts on there, slips right out, put some new ones right on. I have the ability to adjust them down and up. Right now I've got this set down and at the highest cut position, which is a little over 3 inches. I have about 3 inches, 2 inches, and 1 inch I can do on this unit. So if I want to get that grass really, really tight down, I can do that with this unit. But right now I've got the 5.5 inch wheel set all the way down. So that will give me about a 3 inch cut on this unit. Again, thoughtful, well-designed features on this unit. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this brief video on this Frontier FL1169 side shift flail. I know I did. I really appreciate Jeannie and Mike letting me borrow this so we can go ahead and show it off to you. They've got a great piece of equipment coming their way. They're gonna love it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, if you've got any questions, please comment down below. Like and subscribe to our channel. That really helps the algorithm. It gets us pushed up in the line so we can create more great content like this for you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again on Papé Toolkit. Hi, my name is Jason Hughes. I'm a territory manager out of Eugene, Oregon. I'm also a large property owner and own a lot of the equipment that you see featured in these videos. I hope you find this content helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below.